Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. 猫とワンちゃんなんでcats and dogs and everything and everyone else. My name is Sham. Sham猫のシャム. I'm not a cat. I am a human being, and I am the owner of Green Square Cafe in Komae, Tokyo. A cafe where you can sit back, relax, and get better at English by reading or conversation, just having a coffee and a tea and just talking or reading one of our English books. Or you can just come and read one of our Japanese manga. I don't mind. Just stop by and say hello. And welcome to the very first podcast called Sham Talk. Sham Talk, yes. It's basically me, Sham. My name is Sham. It's me talking. So the podcast is called Sham Talk. Wahey. The aim of this podcast is for you, the listener, to get some English listening practice, natural English. So I will not be speaking too much Japanese. 日本語話せないね。ちょっと難しそうね。Yes, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but remember, with this podcast, you can go back, you can slow down my voice so that it is very, very slow. You get the idea. You can go back and listen, and I will be posting the full transcript, the full script of this lesson, of this podcast, of this discussion online on the website www.greensquare.jp www.greensquare.jp. That was not such a good song. I apologize. Anyway, before we start, first, a few things about myself. My name is Sham, and I am from London, England. Yes, London, England. Brexit. Ah, goodness, Brexit. やだな、Brexit. My God, oh my goodness. Why Japanese people? Why Japanese people? じゃなくて、English people. Why you British people? I don't know. But I am from London, England. And I have lived in Japan for the last 6 years. Long time. I've been an English teacher for 8 years. So all of my time in Japan, I have been teaching English. Trying to spread the seeds of English wherever I go. Yeah, and today our podcast, we're going to be talking about a specific theme. Every podcast episode will have a specific theme. So you get the opportunity to learn about different subjects, themes, and learn some new vocabulary. And hopefully you will be entertained as well. Hopefully you'll be entertained, and hopefully you will not hate my voice. Yes, my voice. I hope you like it. Anyway, today's theme is going to be about diet. Diet. And in Japanese, there are a few different meanings of diet. So there is the daieto, Japanese parliament, where the prime minister, Soridaijin, and the ministers all discuss important things affecting the country. Yep, they talk a lot about different things. That is Japanese parliament. The other meaning of diet, of course, is for Japanese. In Japanese English, it is to lose weight, for your weight to go down, to get slim. This is not The same in English. In English, diet just means the food you eat. It just means your menu, the food you eat every day. So you can have a good diet and you can have a bad diet. A good diet and a bad diet. A healthy diet, healthy, ヘルシーね。A healthy diet and an unhealthy diet. So what is a healthy diet? It depends on who you ask. But I think a lot of people think a healthy diet is a balanced diet, some carbs, some protein, and some vegetables. Basically, so it can be some fish with some vegetables and some rice, or it can be some grilled chicken with some bread and other vegetables, or some potatoes. It's a balanced diet. That's a good diet. A bad diet, greasy food, junk food. Do you like junk food? I love junk food. I have a very unhealthy diet. I like unhealthy food. I love karage. I love karage. Oh my god, I love karage. But I also love yakitori. I think yakitori is kind of healthy, right? I mean, it's grilled chicken. It's not too greasy. It's not too greasy. But karage chicken and McDonald's, I guess, or Kentucky Fried Chicken, they would not be considered healthy food. So it's an unhealthy diet if you eat that every day. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about diet. And there are different kinds, different types of diet. For example, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, carnivore diet. There are a lot of different diets. There are also high protein diets. There are seafood diets. There are low carb diets. Carb って何? Carb というのはなんだっけね。炭水化物。炭水化物 is carbs. Carbs basically. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, for example, rice, potatoes, bread, pasta. Those are carbohydrates. So a low carb diet would be not a lot of rice, not a lot of bread or pasta. It would be low volumes of pasta or rice or bread. So I try not to eat carbohydrates too late. So the first diet we're going to look at is vegan, and I don't want it to be too heavy, but a vegan diet is basically a diet where people do not eat meat or any animal products. So honey, eggs, milk, they don't have any of these products. They just eat vegetables. And it's quite difficult to live like this in Japan because everywhere, everything has some animal product inside. It's quite difficult to live in Japan if you are a vegan. And there are a few reasons why some people would choose to eat a vegan diet. It could be because of religion. It could be because of the way we treat animals. They want to treat animals kindly. It could be that they just want to be healthy. And it can be for environmental purposes. Eating a vegan diet is very good for the environment. And it's very good for animal rights as well, I suppose. The same with a vegetarian diet. The way that a vegetarian diet and a vegan diet are different is that a vegetarian will eat animal products, but they won't eat meat. They won't eat fish, they won't eat beef, they won't eat pork, They won't eat lamb, chicken, any of those things, but they will eat eggs. They will consume milk. They will have honey. That's the difference. And again, it might be because of religious reasons. It might be because of animal rights. It could be because of health reasons. For example, with certain types of cancer, the patient is always recommended to cut out any animal products. So basically to take a vegan diet, a completely plant-based diet. It's basically what is recommended if you have a hormonal cancer, hormone, ne? If you have a hormone-based diet, it's always recommended, hormone-based cancer, it's always recommended that you cut out any meat, fish, dairy products. So, the next kind of diet that I think is very interesting is a carnivore diet. カーニバルダイエットどういうこと? Not a carnival diet, a carnivore diet. A carnivore diet is basically a diet where the person only eats meat. There's no veg. It's the exact opposite. すごく全然反対ですね. They only eat meat. Complete opposite. They don't eat any vegetables. They restrict, they limit how much animal products they have, but they absolutely do not eat vegetables. I tried an animal diet. A lot of people who like the animal diet, they say that it helps them concentrate, they feel more energy, they don't feel tired, their body doesn't feel so heavy. They feel like their skin is getting healthier, they're losing weight, they're getting muscle. And they say that the human digestive system, 消化器系, digestive system, 消化器系, they feel like the digestive system is more similar to a carnivore. Like the human's digestive system is much more similar to a wolf's digestive system than a cow's. A cow is a herbivore. A herbivore only eats plants, whereas a wolf is a carnivore. It only eats meat. Humans are omnivores. They eat everything. They eat meat, they eat plants, they eat anything, basically. And so people think that it's similar to a carnivore's digestive system, like a wolf. Human's digestive system is similar to a wolf's digestive system or a carnivore's digestive system. Yeah, so I don't know. I tried it. I did. Yeah, I tried it. It was very good. And some of my friends have tried it and they have seen that they've lost weight, they feel healthier, they feel better, they feel much more active, and they feel stronger, actually. It was easier for me to wake up in the morning. I got better sleep. I was losing fat. I was getting more muscle. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. The problem is, it's so boring. Oh my goodness. It is so boring. Eating meat every day. And it's a little bit expensive, especially in Japan. In other countries, meat is not so expensive. But in Japan, meat is everything is very expensive, I think. It's boring. Eating meat every day. Every meal. It's very boring. The other thing is, you need some kind of organ meat. So organs, like, for example, liver, heart, these are organs. 内臓 yeah, 内臓 so organs, so internal organs. You need these kind of meats to basically get the minerals and get the things that you need. If you don't eat vegetables, you can't get these nutrients, these necessary nutrients, so you need to get them from something else. And if you're on a carnivore diet, you get them from organ meat, especially liver. Liver is very, very good, very healthy. It has everything you need. It's just boring. It really, really, really is boring. So I don't really recommend it. Another type of diet, well, it's not a diet so much. It's basically a way of eating. It's called fasting. Danjiki. Fasting. And I do that. I do that very often. Fasting, intermittent fasting. So it's basically fasting for a certain amount of time every day. Maybe you fast for 16 hours a day where you don't eat. You eat nothing for 16 hours. You drink water, lots of water, but you don't eat. And then for 8 hours, you're allowed to eat. You have an 8-hour window where you can eat. So that is fasting, and I do that. I think it's very good, and there has been some research which suggests fasting is very good for autophagy. Autophagy was discovered by a Japanese scientist, and it's basically the body recycling its cells, recycling the cells that it doesn't need anymore. So it eats these cells and makes new cells. And there are two ways this happens. If you fast for a long time, 16 hours or so, or if you do exercise. So I do a lot of fasting and I do some exercise as well. And it seems very difficult, right? It seems difficult not eating for 16 hours. 無理だよ。本当に無理だよね。No food for 16 hours? Nah, mate, I cannot do that. But it is actually pretty easy. It's not too bad. It is more difficult to just eat meat. That was much more difficult. It was so boring. By the end of it, by the third day, it's like, oh, meat, もういいよ, yada. I don't want to eat this anymore. I don't want to eat meat anymore. But fasting is pretty easy. For me, it's not eating breakfast. It's not eating lunch. It's just eating dinner at maybe 7 p.m. That's it. I just eat that one meal, and it helps me concentrate. And you stop being hungry. You stop feeling hungry. The first day, it's a little bit difficult. But after the first day, it becomes really, really easy, and it is very, very healthy. So I really recommend fasting. This way of eating is very, very good, and it's very cheap as well. Not eating, you're not spending money. It's very, very easy. I don't recommend fasting for women, though. Especially if you are trying to have babies or basically have a child. It's not healthy to fast, because the first system that shuts down if you starve your body is the reproductive system, the baby making system. And there's some research that says you might damage this system if you fast. So if you are a woman trying to get pregnant, try not to fast. Maybe try another diet. Have you ever tried a diet like this? Have you ever tried a high protein diet or a low carb diet? Have you ever tried a seafood diet? Or have you ever tried the Atkins diet, which is basically no carbs, 0 carbs? Have you ever tried a low carb diet? Have you tried any of these diets? Have you tried fasting? Have you ever tried fasting? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. You can find our contact details on the website www.greensquare.jp. That's www.greensquare.jp. Yes. Check us out on the website. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast. And I hope it gave you some food for thought. Food for thought. Because we talked about food, food for thought. And I hope you learned some new words. And I hope you'll join us on the next podcast. Like I said, Green Square Cafe. We are in Komai. Stop by any time you want. Come by, say hello to me, Sham. Have a cafe latte. Or mochaccino with some chocolate. Oh, tiramisu or an English trifle. And until next time, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you again. Well, I'm not going to see you because it's a podcast. I can't see you and you can't see me. But stop by again soon and have a good day. And stay healthy. Get a healthy diet.